Hi guys, this is Bryce Coffee, otherwise known as Coffee Travels. Just thought I would make this quick video because many of you, including myself, were looking at properties, places to live or move, and especially if we're in the U.S. and we want to stay within the country. I thought I would highlight and harp on this map because this is what's called a Human Development Index map. And why am I harping on Human Development Index or HDI? First off, it's the metric that you want to. There's the saying, your zip code determines your lifespan. There, there is truth. There is some truth to that. Where you live kind of determines your quality of life. And why you want to be able to choose that carefully matters because, first off, like if you're in a area where it's not so nice and all that, you're going to have obviously the life education's not going to be as good. You're going to have more rundown places, less restaurants or places to go, less selection or options for shopping, and all that sort. And by the way, you may think that these like the higher the index is, which means it's at a one. That's the max you want to strive for. In this case, a lighter color to area to live in. However, that just because some place is a higher development index does not necessarily mean there's a higher price tag in every case. Just so you know, I want to make that clear. It typically is the case, but there is some fluctuation with it. It's not always true. So what I wanted to show you is this because a lot of people think, okay, GDP per capita is the metric to look at and determine how well a country is doing, how well a region or area is doing, because it determines like how much money people have per each individual has like gross domestic product. But that's a not so good metric to consider because first off, human development index considers educational level and life expectancy. And if you can't optimize for those two where you live, really you're doing yourself a disservice. And I just wanted to show you this map and really present it to you. It's called communityhdi.org. Just remember this URL. I'm not getting paid for this. It's a University of Chicago website. And this gets updated every single year, I believe. Basically, the higher the human development index, the lighter the lighter the color is, the better your chances are in life. If you have children, better education and better chances of life for them, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to go through this quickly because I think there's a lot of value that could be presented out there. And like I said, HDI is probably the metric to consider. So as you can see here, I'm looking at Arizona as an example. There's a lot of dark here. There's a lot of light here. Well, the dark here is, well, if you just select it, actually, you'll see how this map here, this graph, these bar graphs, how they highlight for each respective area. And it's not separated by counties; it's separated by individual regions. As you can see, these are like reservations and all that, and many times, unfortunately, the reservations aren't they're not on the higher level of development index due to lack of funding or so on and so forth. I'm not I unfortunately that's the case, but it just goes to show you that this map accurately portrays what's development, how much like good education, and like I said, life expectancy. Life expectancy oftentimes is not as high in these type of places, and that could be highlighted here. Versus like, let's go to, like I said, that's Arizona. If we go to a richer area in Arizona, like what is it, Scottsdale, Arizona, this area, you'll see like just how much money there is in this area. Um, this here is what you want to probably strive for. And by the way, some of these are like commercial areas that are combined with the residential areas, so they kind of slant things a little bit. But nevertheless, this is kind of an accurate way of portraying just how much like wealth, or like how much like how, like for example, here most likely you'll have people living, like in Scottsdale you'll see people living probably into the 80s and having a good, excellent like public education and even private education levels, versus if you go just like the outskirts of like Phoenix, or even like I said the um like up here, it's not the case. And it's not just, and what's great about this whole map is that you can just scroll throughout anywhere. Like for example, you go to Orange County. Orange County, I'm actually surprised by this because Santa Ana is a very nice area, but its score is lower on the Human Development Index. Maybe it might be more of a, like, I don't want to say ghetto, but like, I guess not so nice area of Santa Ana. But Irvine, for example, next door, and yeah, you'll see like a little bit. You'll see lighter colors versus like if you go to like Compton, yeah, you'll see here it's not so good. So that's another example of that in Southern California. But like I said, I just wanted to make this quick video to really highlight the importance of using communityhdi.org, because this really will help you if you're looking for a home all over the country. It's just it's important for you to like really check where you're living and so on and so forth. Like for example, oh, this is probably well, I think this is like a dock or whatever. I wouldn't want to live here. I would probably want to live, if I commuted from New York, I would say I would want to live out here. And even if I maybe wanted to not live like so far away, you can find this one area in Queens, for example, and be able to commute no problem. Um, and have like an excellent, probably this area has probably really nice homes and all that. So if I go to like, let me go to Google Maps. If I go to Short Hills Road I think Short Hills Road Short Hills Road, yeah. Um, so if I go to Short Hills Road, I think Short Hill Road. I'm just pulling up a random street just to highlight the point. Like, look how nice these neighborhoods are, and like I said, I might be just. It's not always there's typically a price tag associated with living in a lighter color, but just looking at this map alone, I can like map out the best areas, and that, see, look, they're nice homes, and they're surrounded by like, well, not so nice areas. So if I go literally across to this like area neighborhood, um, was it 113? 91st Avenue. If I go here, this probably is more city vibe. See, like, it's okay, but yeah, it's just, see, it's, you can see the stark contrast. This is not that far away from one another. Let me do something that's more close to home. So Chicago area. So if I were to do like, let's see, this area. What is this? Hinsdale. This is probably like the richest area I know in the western suburbs of Chicago, if not the entire place. So we go to Hinsdale. These are like $1 million mansions, easily. See, they got Rasney's jewelry that's like for posh people. You got like so many like mansions here. Just wow, yeah. This is Hinsdale right here. Just amazing how much money the disparity there is between one place and another, and is not that aren't that far away from each other. Like if you go to like Summit, Illinois, for example, for like Summit. It's like what is it? A few minutes away. See, look here. You go to just a random, and I'm just showing you the reality. Like, I mean, they look like decent homes to be quite honest, but like it's just this just goes to show like how bad, like how accurate this is. Let me see if I can find another. Let's find the worst case scenario. This area, 31st Street and um, California Avenue. 31st Street in California. So you go to 31st and yeah, 31st Street, California, 31st California Avenue. Okay, so if I go here to 31st in California, you'll see just how. Actually, this, by the way, it'll show like really dark if it's like I believe it. I don't think this is. Yeah, this is like a jail. So I mean, it's kind of unfair to show this, but I'll just show this neighborhood right next to it because normally, if in this map, it would be crossed out. It would be excluded from this, but it looks like it's included. Albany Avenue, Troy Street, Kedzie. If I go here, oh, we're in the middle. So this is a typical like alleyway in Chicago. As you can see, we have our own alleyways. So yeah, I mean it's not as nice. I mean it's okay. It doesn't look too bad, but it just goes to show like how how contrasting these can be. Like I said, this is downtown Chicago, so a lot of skyscrapers, high rises, they're like penthouses. So yeah, this is just I just wanted to highlight this website. It's so important to look at because like man, is it accurate in finding what are the nice areas to live and all that sort. Like you just got to find your the place, your target zone where you are thinking about being and relocating, and just go like see okay. Oh, I like this neighborhood, like Richmond. No, Marquam Hill might be better. Yeah, I definitely want to avoid places like Powell, Hearst, Gilbert if I'm moving to Portland, or if I'm moving to, which is probably more common. I think you could do Hawaii too, but wanted to move to Florida, you go to Miami. Probably, oh, it's expensive here. I'll tell you that. Miami Beach, Key Biscayne's okay. I would probably want to be somewhere like, well, probably Coral Gables. Yeah, that'd be the best one. This area, Coconut Grove, this is a very nice area. As opposed to going like to, and like I said, when it's dark like this, typically it means it's not. It's I think it's looking at this more from a residential standpoint, but it's somehow combining commercial and residential because this is a campus, as you may know. But if you go like somewhere like here, like Brownsville, you can tell like it just looks more sketch. Let me so if I show this to you, Brownsville, Florida. Yeah, so it might not be too bad, but like it's just highlighting 50s, like it being not so nice. Hope I'm not doing any disservice to anyone, but just highlighting here what I'm seeing. 27th Avenue. 27th Avenue. Yeah. Yeah, this is 27th Avenue. My bad. So 54th Street. Checkers. So, as you may know, gentrification and really blight and all that, city blight, you can tell where is what based off of the type of restaurants. There's like pawn shops and all that stuff, loans. Like fast food, like Checkers, for example. Like don't get me wrong, I like this place, but like it matters where they're located because they're not going to put this in like Coconut Grove like that. So just an FYI. So 52nd. Yeah, right here. So if I were to go here, right there, and then I go here, 24th Court. Yeah, so this looks okay, but it's not Coconut Grove. Like let's just go with that. So Coconut Grove. Again, this is a similar scenario. You're gonna see more, see like nicer area. Looks decent. Well, actually, this is not. That's more of a residential. But yeah, I hope I'm highlighting what I'm trying to say here with this. I'm trying to point out, just use it. My point, the point of this video is that I just wanted to share with you this website because I just found out about it. See, this is kind of more hidden. And it doesn't really, it just, location is such a big deal. Like Warren Buffett has said this many times too. So location, location, location. That matters a ton. Strange. This area looks really kind of forested, but it looks decent. But anyways, so just like I said, the point is use this map when you're trying to relocate. I hope this helps. This is Bryce Coffee Travels. Hope you can travel and relocate to where you want to be. And this is my, like I said, the website is communityhdi.org. Human Development Index. That's probably the metric you want to be considering when you're relocating. Bye.